Hey everybody, it's Kent with RP&G Printing, and today I want to talk to you about one of the main problems we see with customer supplied files, and that's they lack bleeds. Now, if you're not familiar with bleeds, you might be thinking, great, my job's healthy and not losing blood, but no. In printing, to prevent your printed product from having unsightly white lines around it like this, you must set up your document with bleeds. Bleeds refers to an extra 1/8 of an inch of an image or background color that extends beyond the trim area of your printed piece. Full bleed printing is only possible if we print on oversized sheets like this, sometimes many times up, and then we trim back to the final size. Just like you can't print edge to edge on your home printer, we can't either. Sometimes it's easier for customers to understand why this is so important if they see the trimming process. As you can see, your job is not trimmed out one sheet at a time, but in large stacks. The amount of give the stack of paper has from the top to the bottom during this process adds up to a minute deviation either beyond or within the trim line, and this, along with other subtle shifts along the process, will cause those white gap lines if your art stops at the trim line. So it's really important that we always trim into color, and that's what the extra bleed space allows. It's also important to remember that this area is getting cut away, so you don't want to include that when you're setting up your margins for your safety area. Safety area, what's that? Well, that's the recommended area that we say to keep all important type, logos, and other really important aspects of your printing within that, and we typically say a good 1/4 of an inch is a good safety area for your printing projects. The other thing to keep in mind is if you push stuff too close to the edge, it looks like it's going to fall off, and that makes the reader anxious. Not providing proper bleeds is always going to slow down your job a little bit. Oftentimes we can fix it, but we may have to send it back to you to have them added. And that's why it's the best practice to always include the bleeds in the original artwork. In the next tutorial, we're going to take a little time and we're going to show you some easy ways on most of the popular graphic layout programs to set up your bleed correctly from the start. We're also going to show you how to do it on a couple of online platforms that are becoming popular now. So stay tuned for that next tutorial.